it's a good night to be in the studio audience here. Dennis DeYoung playing all night with the band. He's going to play for us at the end of the hour as well. Pat O'Brien is here. If you're a parent, an 8-year-old, or just a stone college student, you'll know the answer to this question. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? That's right. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie opened today. Please welcome the voice of SpongeBob, Tom Kenny, everybody. Know the insider.
How you doing, Mr. Kimmel?
You don't look anything like SpongeBob.
You know, a little bit. I'd have to drop my drawers, but we both have some yellow
parts.
Yeah, some yellow parts. In the nether regions.
Is SpongeBob a fan of sticks?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I found over the years that I've been doing SpongeBob is that SpongeBob can sing any stick song without changing key.
Oh, really?
Dennis DeYoung basically is SpongeBob. Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling. Babe, I'm leaving. I must be on my way. I learned everything I know. I'm over here. I'll go home.
Wow, that would be a great collaboration.
That would be. Rockin' the paradise.
A duet.
Del Marigato, Mr. Roboto. You and me, man, all the way.
My kids are going nuts right now backstage. How often do people, I know I asked you to do this for me once, how often do people ask you to make messages for their answering machines?
Oh, you know, 200-300 times a week.
Really?
Maybe.
You must get it, like, you should put out a tape or something so people don't have to ask you
Ooh,
anymore.
that would be good. And then you just put your name in there.
Yeah.
You know, hello, this is SpongeBob SquarePants. Jimmy Kimmel. Can't come to the phone right now.
That's good. I'm going to use that, by the way.
You got it, babe.
I got that on my TiVo. And do kids go crazy when you do the, like, little kids? They go nuts?
You know, not real little kids. Like older kids that are hip to how cartoons are made, they think it's delightful, and little kids who think SpongeBob is real are just in mortal terror. They just can't understand why this creepy man with hairy arms is yammering SpongeBob in their face. You know?
What is SpongeBob SquarePants? I know it's a sponge, but why the pants and...
you know, I mean, SpongeBob, I don't know, he's a sponge, a kitchen sponge. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Actually, for the first couple of seasons before the show was popular, people thought he was cheese.
Yeah,
you know, like that, yeah, like they would say, "What are you working on?" And I go, "Oh, I'm doing this cartoon and that cartoon, and you know, this cartoon called SpongeBob." And they go, that's the cheese? That's the guy made of cheese, right? And he's got a tie. He's cheese that wears a tie.
And now we realize how ridiculous we were being, thinking SpongeBob, because he's not
cheese. Yeah, that could never happen. Cheese can't talk. Duh.
How is it that SpongeBob is able to operate appliances underwater?
You know, that is cartoon logic.
Just cartoon logic? It really is a great
You'll
show.
drive yourself nuts thinking about stuff. Yeah, people ask me that all the time. Like, SpongeBob had a campfire underwater. How did that happen? SpongeBob goes to the beach underwater. How did that happen? You know, I don't know, Fred Flintstone had television, but, you know, his sink was an elephant's trunk. You know, I don't know.
Well, you got a point there, I guess.
See, it's cartoon logic.
And now the movie, how is the movie different from the TV show?
Oh, longer. It's a lot longer. The episodes on the TV show are 11 minutes long. The film, 90 minutes long. So 90 is more than 11, so it's longer.
There are parts of the show, of the TV show, where you're on it and you're with the pirates.
Yeah, sometimes Patsy the pirate comes on, and yeah, they put us to work. You know, if you're there, you'll get pressed into services. I do all the meowing for SpongeBob Snail Gary. Meow. Yeah, thank you very much.
You do a lot of.
Woo! And the Emmy goes to.
You do a lot of different, not just SpongeBob, but you do a lot of different cartoons.
Well, not just yeah, I do a lot of voiceovers. I do the Penguin on the new Batman show, and I do, you know, Dog on Cat Dog, and I do Eduardo on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends on Cartoon Network. But thank you. People, the unemployed, my people, my target.
I know all of those.
Don't ever get a job, man. Yeah. But I also do a lot of stuff that's really straight. Like, that's a weird thing. Like, you'll go and do some crazy, you know, you do some crazy cartoon session, then you'll drive across town, and they'll give you money to say, you know, side effects may include diarrhea. You know,
really?
Yeah. I actually achieved a lifelong dream recently to actually get paid to say, part of this, good breakfast.
Really?
I wanted to say that my whole life. Part of this, good breakfast.
Is it supposed to be nutritious breakfast?
You know, they don't even go for the nutritious anymore. Now that, you know, they're just, they're cracking down on that. They're cracking down on that now.
And I know you also, in fact, we're gonna show a clip from the SpongeBob movie.
Cool, I haven't seen it.
Does this need to be set up, this clip?
Yes, I need to set this up by saying that I don't know what clip Paramount has sent.
All right, here we go. We don't know
know.
what clip this is, but here's Tom Kenny as SpongeBob SquarePants. There you go. That's Tom Kenny. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie opens today. Open today already. We'll talk more to Tom and Pat O'Brien and Dennis DeYoung when we come back. We're right back.
Babe, I'm leaving. I must be on my way. The time I get weary and I'm hiding up. Feel like giving up.
Dennis DeYoung and SpongeBob SquarePants. He sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis.
Babe,
That is
I
all right.
love you.
Dennis is going to sing a whole song for us in just a minute. Tom Kenny is here. Pat O'Brien is here. Tom, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants. And not just that, but name something that you do. Do you do Scooby-Doo?
No, I don't do Scooby-Doo. I do like all kinds of weird
Why don't
stuff.
you do Scooby-Doo?
Because the job's taken.
No,
What do you want me to kill the guy that does Scooby-Doo and take over? Come on.
I'd heard you did Scooby-Doo,
No,
but it
that's
seemed
bad
like,
information.
but
That's
you-
the internet.
You do SpongeBob.
I do SpongeBob. I do all kinds of stuff.
You do a lot of characters.
Yeah. If you Google me, it would terrify
You
you.
even do some non-animated characters.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that a lot of people outside of the business don't know, but there are people that are on camera that don't have the greatest voices, and they ask professional voice actors to come in and help out in that regard.
Like popular, known people?
People that do shows and stuff, where they look great on camera, but their voices are just,
Well, we have a
not
clip,
right.
actually, that, and maybe it'll explain. Here's Tom Kenny, some of his voices you may know.
There's a movement afoot, commercial starting already, to amend the Constitution to make it possible for a foreign-born person to run for president. Do you support that movement?
I think it is a good idea to open it up and to let foreign-born people also participate in the process.
I was also a victim, that's all I can tell you.
You are a liar, a cheat, a sneak thief, and the worst slimy disgrace to the institution of motherhood. And then you had the low down. You're going straight to hell. And you know what else? $5,000. You've been dead. Nah.
Nicolette's desperate housewives co-star comes to her defense. Hi again, everybody. I'm Pat O'Brien. Welcome to The Insider.
You're the voice of Pat O'Brien?
I've been doing Pat O'Brien for 5 years.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a great
Tom
gig.
Kenny, everybody. We're right back with a performance from Dennis DeYoung.